Westwood Sports Complex in Washington Township, New Jersey. WCTV is proud to present high school football, and today it's a dandy. We have Riverdale visiting Westwood at a 1 p.m. game, and John, these two teams go back a number of years that we've done games that have come down to the last play, last second, and a couple of them have gone into the fifth quarter. Today looks like to be the same. They're two very powerful teams with great offenses and good defenses. Those defenses are going to be tested today.
Absolutely, Larry. But everything that Riverdale Golden Hawks, the key player on this team is Dave Estevez. Last year, 28 yards on the final play to beat Westwood. This young man has not blood. He's got wine in his veins. He's unbelievable. He's got to be stopped. Without him, he'll do everything. And at halftime, he comes up and helps us out.
Yeah, he has a couple of wide receivers in number 4, Mike Sirico, Jack Racine, number 6. They spread the ball around. They wide open. They throw the ball. And what Estevez can do is he can extend the play. If you goes back to pass and you rush him, he can break out of it. Once he's out of it, he has the double option of either running and throwing. He throws well off the run. He throws well in the pocket. He's just a gifted athlete. He was the offensive player of the last year as a junior.
And possibly will be this year, too.
He's in the running at least after the last couple of games that he pulled out single-handedly. So Riverdale comes in. They won the champions last year. They won their sectionals at Group 3. They well coached. We talked to one of the coaches for Westwood. They said they play 48 minutes hard. They know their assignments, and they make very few mistakes. That's a sign of a championship team.
You know, Larry, remember that defense. It's 3-4-2-2. But when you have a 3-4, they can come in with 7 people. They'll blitz. You don't know who's going to come in, and that's why they're so difficult to go against.
Now they're playing a Westwood team who over the last couple of years have been strong themselves. Last year they played in the finals, took the game late into the fourth quarter before Mawa was able to pull the victory out. They've won 2 games, kind of impressive here, scoring a lot of points. Everything is around their senior quarterback, Sean Hopkins, who is a lot like Estevez. He can run and he can pass. He throws the ball off the run. He's very accurate. He's got outstanding receivers in Hans Visage. We call him Hans. It's Ryan Visage. And, of course, number 1, the 6'5",
Kramer.
Joe Kramer. Very powerful football team. They score a lot of points.
You know, Larry, what I like, these 2 quarterbacks today, believe it or not, one of them will be the number 1 quarterback. I bet both of them get number 1 team. It'd be Sean Hopkins for Westwood and, of course, Dave Estevez for Riverdale.
John, I'm going to say something that's going to sound crazy, but if a team can give up, a defensive team here, either one can give up 30 points today, and you could say after the game they played a pretty good game going up against the offenses that they have to face today.
I think the defense is going to be thrown out. It's going to be a high-scoring game.
And when we say that, you know what happens. The score will be 20-10 or 14-10. It'll be a close game. It's a beautiful day here. Temperatures will be in the high 80s. The first day game here at the new field since it was installed. It's going to be Riverdale, Westwood. That's all you have to say. It's a great matchup. They've played some great games. Sit back and enjoy the game.
Let's have a nice hand. gentlemen, the Tigers of Westwood High School. And the Golden Hawks of Riverdale High School. Student Jordan Hines Clark.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Kind Clark for Westwood, who did that beautiful rendition of the Star Spangled Banner.
Well, the crowd is still filing in. We might have a late arriving crowd today because the Bergen Record had the game starting at 2 instead of 1.
Ladies and gentlemen,
But it looks like we're going to have a nice crowd. People are still coming in.
Yeah, they're saying, what's happening? How come the game is starting early?
Mr. Richie Aponte.
We could say I had to go someplace.
You and I have to go somewhere,
Yeah.
so they changed the time of the game. So we're getting ready for the game as the captains move out in the field with Kramer, Zeltner, Dada, and Hopkins for Westwood. And let's get the numbers. David Estevez, number 1, is a captain.
Also number 2, Larry, Sean
Sean
Burke.
Burke, he's out there. We'll get the names of the 2 out there.
Yeah, I can give you.
So they're getting their instructions, both teams. And it's a very warm day. You know, abnormally warm for the end of September. This is the first game. I think I mentioned it maybe in the opening. This is the first day game, scheduled day game, since this field opened about 3-4 years ago.
That's
They've always been
unbelievable.
Friday nights. We've had a couple of scrimmages, but you know you don't count
Yeah,
that.
we don't know how to act during the day.
Yeah, I know.
guess.
The lights on. You know,
Yeah.
there's not a cloud in the sky,
It's hot.
and there's a couple of hurricanes floating around in the ocean, but here
There's a
in,
couple up here,
northern
you
New
and me
Jersey,
are hurricanes.
no hurricanes. Thank God.
There's the angry Cardinal. Look at it. That Cardinal is angry.
Let's see what we got here now.
All right.
Westwood will receive. Riverdale
Westwood
will kick off.
will receive the opening kickoff.
There we got the 2 birds. There's a bird bowl today.
That's right.
There is a trophy that goes back and forth.
I saw it. I think it's close to. Let's look. I
There's
saw
the
it
Westwood
earlier.
bird. We have the Cardinal and the Hawk.
Well, you know, at the end of the game, if it's a tie, they're going to fight in the middle of the field at 50-yard line. And then you and I are going to throw some tiddlywinks down to them and let them play. Pickup sticks.
All right, here we go. Everything is set. Pooched up in the air.
Little short kick.
Coming down. Taken. See who has that.
I'm trying to pick him up. I
Yeah.
think it was Jaden Brown, Thunder and Lightning.
Number 8.
Number 8. Let me see, getting up. Yes, it was.
That's him. So Brown brings it up. Westwood will take over. 1st and 10 with Sean Hopkins as the quarterback. Steve Rydell will be the fullback. And we have Brown who will be the one of the running backs. Wide receiver, Robino for Westwood, along with Visage, and of course Joe Kramer. So Brown is getting the start at the, I guess the halfback position in the shotgun. Hopkins calling signals, first offensive plays, blitzed, throws downfield, incomplete as he was sacked.
That
And
time,
knocked down.
Larry, they had 8 in the box for Riverdale that time, 5 yards. So he had all the 4 linebacker and the safety come up.
Put a lot of pressure on
Well, this is what
Hopkins.
you and I were talking about before the game. This defense is tough because you don't know where they're going to come from.
They blitzed from the outside. Murphy blitzed, and Hopkins had to get the ball back. Hopkins going to run. He has some room, and he's dropped as he gets to the 35-yard line. Going to bring up 3rd and long.
Stopped by number 34, Connor Murphy. I guess he's going to work the linebacker, so forget number 50. So Murphy is 34.
Gain of about 5 with the carry by Hopkins. Brings up a 3rd down. A long 5 to 6 yards for additional 1st down.
So-
At the 35-yard
So
line.
it's going to be 3rd and 7.
down and a long 6.
So we got Joe Hausner
Doing
on the mic.
Yeah. Rubino's in motion.
Oh, there's a
Oh,
number
there's
2 is
they're
offside,
gonna-
right?
there's penalties
Yeah,
all
they
over
got
the
him.
place.
Yeah, number 2.
Flag on the field.
They were trying to jump the count as Burke took off. One of the co-captains.
Well,
So it's
Oh,
going
but
to push
he's
him back
against-
even further. It's going to be, let's make it 3rd and 11. The ball is going to be sitting on the 30-yard line. They got to get to the 31-yard line.
11 yards for
So
a
you know they're
first
going to
down.
blitz here, Larry.
Well, they're gonna, but we don't know where they're blitzing from. That's
That's
the
true.
this defense. They come from all over. Hopkins calls signals. Hopkins throw downfield.
Oh, there's a hole.
There was a hole down there.
There's a
They held
flag.
Daly.
Well, if they didn't hold him, it would have been a touchdown.
Malachi was in the coverage. Let's see what the call's going to be.
There's a flag on the play.
That was
So that's going to be a 15-yard penalty. It's not like in the pros where you get the spot of the foul. They'll mark off 15 yards, and should be 1st and 10.
And Larry, that's a good thing because if you didn't grab that time, that was touchdown. So you get 15 yards, and you say, okay, we can live another day.
15-yard penalty.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Golden Hawks.
Defensively, as you look at this, you're better off 1st and 10 on the 45 than trailing 7-0.
That was a great job by the offensive line giving protection to
Yeah,
Hopkins.
they picked up all the
blitzes.
well, the blitzing and the rushing. Pitch out here to Kramer, and Kramer gets up to the 48-yard line.
Stopped by Estevez, number 1.
He plays both offense and defense.
What a player. Plus he runs back punts. Sometimes he punts. And then he makes coffee for you and I at halftime.
2nd down, we'll give him 4. 2nd and 6.
What a beautiful day.
Oh, the wind's blowing, so that keeps it a little cool.
It's hitting us in the face, so it's coming from where we live.
Baez is
field.
in to the right of Hopkins. Goes in motion. Downfield again for Daly. Intercepted by Sirico. And inside the 15-yard line. The
Was
pass
that a
was
flag?
intended for Daly. Sirico went stride for stride, went up and got the ball and was intercepted.
By number 4, Mike Sirico.
So Sirico made the interception. I was watching the play. Malachi looks like he was looking around to see if he got anybody got the grab that he had.
Well, Riverdale will come out with David Estevez as the quarterback. Number 7, David Fletcher will be the running back. The wide receivers, there are 4 of them. They're good. Jack received number 6. Mike Sirico, number 4, just made that interception. Ryan Berninger, number 13, and Tyler Malachi, number 8. They are very, very talented. First and 10. Empty backfield.
Trips to the left. No,
Estevez looks, has
Wide
a man
open,
wide
7.
open on the sideline, and taken down. Here's the
look, as you can see, this is the play where number 12, Hopkins, is throwing downfield on the 4th down, or 3rd down, I should say. Good blocking up front at the end of the play. This is the slow motion camera that's taking the film.
That was Sirico with the catch. There's a run here by Fletcher, and he gets across the 35, the 30, to the 32-yard line.
Stopped by number 6, Will smack Borgeson on a tackle. The sophomore.
So 2nd down and 2 yards to go for Riverdale.
8 yards almost, Larry.
2nd down and 1.
2nd and long 1, we'll call it 2.
2.
Estevez getting signals from the head coach, DJ Nymphius. I want to take this time to thank the coach for sending us information
Unbelievable.
immediately. Estevez wants to run. He's being held,
was-
and he's dropped for a loss.
Number
Zelda,
40, Larry.
he's
Benny and the Jet Dada.
Dada's going to have to come out.
He made the play.
Here comes Dada.
Oh my goodness. They
Looks like
sure
he's
don't
got an
need
ankle.
that. Yeah.
Loss of the carry by Estevez. Brings up a
And you know, they lost Mandeville, and now here, number 40, looks like his ankle is hurt.
Downs will take his spot. Boy, what's wrong with these ankles? Every time I turn up, one of my favorite players has an ankle problem.
Well, we'll see if he comes back.
He's gingerly walking. I think it's a right ankle down here. We'll keep
So
an eye
3rd
on
and
him.
3,
Estevez keeps it, fights his way. Looks,
and made it.
he made it. He got away from 2 would-be tacklers and made the 1st down. That's
So-
why he's so important.
Brendan Downs on the tackle.
See, John, if you want to understand why he's so important, why he's an athlete, he was the offensive athlete of the year last year. The long touchdown passes, the long runs is all well and good. But that run there, he was stopped for no gain, was able
Absolutely.
to fight his way for a couple of yards and to move the chains. The plays continue. Instead of punting, they're going 1st and 10. Estevez out here quickly. Racine breaks away from 1 tackle and falls across the 40-yard line.
Initially stopped by Kramer and finished off by Borgeson, I believe.
You would say that Borgenson, number 6, is in at the linebackers.
And Zach Cuomo with the additional stop.
Well, we have Zeltner, Downs,
A lot of
Harvey,
young
and
players in there.
Petunis up front. The linebackers would be Rydell, Borgenson, and Kramer. The safeties are going to be, looks like, Carubia and Giordano. Corners are Rubino and Cuomo. That's for Westwood. Pitch out.
A lot of room.
Racine's going around the left side, and he is knocked out of bounds by Carubia.
Nice
Across the
saving
side.
tackle.
Yep. It was Carubia in the end zone.
Made it. He dove and knocked him down.
So this play started inside the 10-yard line, this drive. A couple of 1st downs, key 1st down by Estevez. And here we are on the 43-yard line.
Nothing fancy. Power football by Riverdale Golden Hawks.
Just a very, you know, John, they run their plays very well. They know their assignments, and they don't make mistakes. We heard that this afternoon when we got here. That's why they're a state champ. There's Fletcher. Hits the line, gets across the 40.
Couple of yards. It looks like number 1 on the stop. It looks like Joe Kramer in the middle.
2nd and 5.
And Highland.
Clock is moving, 6:46 to go.
Long 7 for a 1st down. Ball at the 40-yard line.
4 yards, right? Nothing fancy. Power football.
Estevez looking. out here.
Oh, would help.
He's got a block out there. Sirico, he's to the 30-yard line, and he is tackled by Cuomo.
Yep, number 22 with the stop and another first down.
They have all these wide receivers running out. They're outstanding receivers. They run good patterns. And Estevez is there looking his progression. Should I go A, B, or C? That was B. He was looking downfield, but he went underneath the Sirico.
But it all started with the offensive line giving him time to run the play.
I thought he was going to throw the ball to Fletcher, but Fletcher went out as a after the pass was caught as a blocker. Trips to the right. No one to the left. Estevez calling signals. Keeps the ball, cuts inside, and falls across the 25-yard line to the 24.
Stopped by number 3, Dylan Rubino.
John, the word for this drive comes to mind, methodical. Just methodical.
A lot of time off the clock.
5, 6, 8, 5, 6, 8, 10.
Nothing fancy, Larry.
No.
Power football.
And it's methodical. It's like they drew it up.
And it all started with an interception, right?
Yep. Fletcher has some room outside to the left. Cuts inside and falls across the 15.
22 that time. Cuomo a saving stop. Or it would have been a touchdown.
We've said that a couple of times. There was one less player.
Yep. You know, it all starts with the blocking on the offensive line.
Good off. Oh, they're going to have offside on Westwood. Oh, as you want to say.
Encroachment.
There you go.
They just wanted to elevate the name of football with the tough word, not offside.
So that's going to make it 1st and 5.
It's not what the doctors order if you're rooting for the Cardinals.
5-yard penalty. First down. And 5. Ball on the 7-yard line.
7-yard line, 1st and goal.
You got to get to the 3 for a first down, it looks like.
Estevez breaks one, but he can't get away from 3 others. Will knock him down for a big loss.
And they're looking for the ball that time.
So he's
51 on the stop. Zellner and his friends.
So that's going to bring up a 2nd down and 13.
That was a big play for Westwood.
Just going to bring up a 2nd down and 13 yards to go.
From the 15, Larry.
Estevez looks, throws out here, has Fletcher in the flat,
It's a
and
great
he's dropped
tackle.
by Kramer.
What a job he did. One-on-one tackle as he stops number 7.
So that's going to bring up third and 9.
Joe Kramer. Short gain on the completion. 3rd down.
Little
So we have a timeout on the field with a 3rd down and 9 to go. Riverdale is marching smartly, but they got a big 3rd down coming up. There's no score with 3:22 to go. Oh, here we go, 3rd down, 9 yards to go. The scene is in motion. Estevez looks, throws downfield, has his man in, touchdown. What a play, that was a great.
That was number 4, Sirico. Sirico for the score.
And he got hit hard, and he's still down. So Sirico scores. They sent Racine to the left, and they snuck Sirico right down the middle, and boom, he caught the touchdown pass. He was hit, and he's been injured. So we're back after Sirico taking off the field. Hopefully he'll be able to return. He ran a nice pattern. He was hit hard. He hung on to the ball. And it's a 6-0 game with 3 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the 1st quarter. Here's your kick. It's up, and it is
Good.
good. So, with 3 minutes, 15 seconds to go in the first quarter, Riverdale takes the opening drive from 90 yards to score 6 points, add the extra point, and 7-0. You are watching WCTV, the all-volunteer group from the Township of Washington.
Here's your replay, Larry, as number 1, Estevez, takes the ball from his center. And this is going to be slow motion camera, something we just added to WCTV. A fake inside to number 7, Fletcher. As you can see, Sirico, number 4, Mike Sirico, breaks through. He's got a step in the middle as Kramer tries to knock the ball down. Jumps up as he crosses the end zone, is hit by Cuomo, and holds on the ball for a touchdown. What a beautiful throw by Estevez to Sirico.
And number 8, Jaden Brown. Brown and Vicious need to return the kickoff.
Here's part of the crowd here on the Saturday afternoon, the last Saturday in September. Wow. We're moving along here.
Unbelievable.
We are moving along.
You know, that time Kramer almost had that tip on that touchdown pass.
End over end, coming down to Brown, who has it at the 12, angles to his left.
Got an open.
Breaks, tries to do the tackle, but he can't.
Nice tackle by Frunjian, number 3, on Brown.
So Westwood will take over, 1st and 10.
And Larry, they need to make a couple of first downs just to get everything moving to the Cardinals.
1st and 10 for the Cardinals.
These are the Westwood cheerleaders. The cheerleaders for Riverdale are on my left-hand side. Hopkins back, looks, throws out to Visage. Visage splits one, and he is tackled. He gets across the 32-yard line. John, one thing about Riverdale, they make tackles, don't they?
Absolutely. That's number 6 that made the stop, Racine. But you know what I love about number 26, Visage? The young man's got great hands, and he's got great speed, but he uses it when he needs it.
2nd down and 6 yards to go for 4 yards to go for a first down.
Ball at the 33-yard line.
Hopkins going to keep it, and Hopkins is dropped, but he gets enough for a first down. He gets up to about 38-yard line.
It looks like number 2, Burke, and number 26, McGrinder on the stop. Burke and McGrinder.
Run by Hopkins. It'll be 1st and 10. Ball at the 39-yard
This is like a heavyweight fight. You go up and you keep punching.
Hopkins calling signals. Hopkins looks to his left. Throws out here to Visage. Visage gets
Great defense that time.
maybe a yard, John.
Looks like
You
got 34. Got 34 Murphy. So he's going to keep number 34. A couple of these players have 2 numbers, you know.
I tell you what, Hopkins is looking into for his second option. That was his second option. He looked downfield, wasn't there, felt the pressure, threw it out to Visage.
Well, you look at the middle guy. That's Matt Tibus, I guess.
Hopkins looks, stops, and falls to the 45-yard line. Where's a fumble? Let's see what they say.
Looks like Estevez has the ball, number 1.
Hopkins loses the ball. And Riverdale turns it over. Westwood turns it over to Riverdale in Westwood territory.
Estevez is number 12 coming out, is limping a little bit. Hopkins that time. A big turnover. Estevez hit the quarterback, one quarterback to the other quarterback. So on the 46-yard line in Cardinal country as Estevez.
Looking for signals from DJ.
That was the baton pass to me.
Pitch outside. And Fletcher has it. He's carrying people with him to the 40-yard line.
That was 32, Giordano, Ivy Giordano with the stop.
Tackle made by number 32, Tyler Giordano. Brings up a second down, about 5 for a first down. Ball now resting at the Cardinal 40-yard line.
So you're on the 40, second down.
So it's second down and about 5 yards to go. Closing in on the end of the first quarter. It's been all Riverdale. Estevez sideslides one. And look at him. Look, fights for 2 yards.
Yeah, you had Rydell had the initial stop, but 32 was the one who finished him off, which is Giordano.
So 3rd down and 3. I guess we're in 4th down territory.
Without a doubt.
23 seconds. We'll see if they get this play off or we go to the second quarter.
And the win will then go to Westwood. What win we have. They check the clock and he calls a timeout.
Nope, time runs out. So we finished the first quarter. It's been all Riverdale. They'll have the ball 3rd and 3 at the 36-yard line. They lead Westwood 7-0. You are watching WCTV, the all-volunteer group from the Township of Washington. Ladies and gentlemen, on May 26th of this year, a young man who played for Westwood football at Westwood High School tragically passed away at a very early age. Stephen Lombardi was an outstanding football player for the Westwood Cardinals, playing tight end at 6'1", 200 pounds. He was an imposing figure and played on a great Les Plum team of the early 80s. He was respected and admired by all. During that time, Stephen won the Lombardi Trophy for being an outstanding football player and also an inspiration to his teammates. He attended Villanova University, where he initiated the first Knights of Columbus organization and became its youngest member of being a Grand Knight at 19 years old. Everyone who knew Stephen said that he was an outstanding man with tremendous principles and a great leader. His mom and dad, Millie and Al, always told me their biggest regret was that we could never mention Stephen's name or watch him play football here for Westwood. But today I have the honor and the privilege for saying, playing for Westwood, number 88 at tight end, Stephen Lombardi. Racine gets to the 45-yard line, and he's still on his feet. Somehow he didn't go down. Still going.
Still going.
And he's knocked out of bounds.
I guess he was pushed out by number 1, Kramer. You know what it is? They're not grasping. They're not closing their hands. Giordano and of course number 1, Kramer, with the stop.
So it's a first down.
On
John,
about the 7.
It looks like Riverdale is playing at a higher level than Westwood right now. They're running harder.
Speed.
They don't want to get tackled. Their passing routes are very, very crisp. They are well coached and not making any mistakes. It's almost like a machine here. Here is Fletcher falling forward for maybe a yard.
Will smack Borgerson on the stop. Number 6 playing a linebacker.
Number 6, Will Borgerson.
Well, you're right, Larry. You know, this is what you got to want what you play. You know,
Second down and goal.
you got to make those tackles. Nothing fancy, you know, just hard-nosed football.
Second down and goal. Estevez calling signals. Estevez keeps the ball, slips and slides, fighting
Close
his
to
way
the
to
end.
the goal line. He gets pushed back. I think he's down to about the 1-yard line.
1-yard line, you can see.
It is now 86 degrees according to WCTV's weatherman at the studio.
Number 6, Borgerson, that time underneath for the stop.
It goes Estevez. You realize 86 degrees?
My God, I can feel it.
You realize in 2 weeks it'll probably be 36 degrees? I love the summer. I could take this weather all year.
Oh, this is fine.
Last night was beautiful at Paramus
Oh,
County.
sleeping is great.
Oh.
That was a great game we were
Oh,
at.
yeah, we enjoyed ourselves there. It was closer than that score.
Oh, absolutely.
Estevez keeps it and falls in for a touchdown. Again, John, that's the greatness of that young man. That's the athleticism. That 1 yard touchdown run. Most athletes would have been stopped, not him. He has that extra ability to score, falls in and makes it 13-0 with 10 minutes and 2 seconds to go
And
in the half.
what he does? He stays low, and he's got all that momentum going forward.
Number 9, Jack Gillis, the kicker. Number 8,
So Gellius will try the extra point.
Gellius will kick. Malachi will hold. And he bangs it through. So with 10 minutes, 2 seconds to go in the half, Riverdale takes a 14-0 lead over the Cardinals of Westwood.
Well, here's your handoff. As you can see, number 1, Estevez, fakes the ball to Fletcher, and then he just goes power, puts his head down as he initially held back, and then he slides in for a touchdown.
Well, Rubino comes off. We hope everything is well with him. Looks like the ankle may have been injured.
Let it go out of bounds.
Kick up. And
Was it out of
Kalubia
bounds?
catches it out of bounds.
He caught it inbounds.
He caught it inbounds and ran out. He lets it go. It's a
To the
penalty.
40, yeah. That's 10-yard loss. I believe it goes to the 40.
It does go.
Kickoff return by number 10, Anthony Carubia.
So Kalubia
Wanted to make sure he had the ball. Good starting point at 30 yards.
he could have stepped out of bounds and caught it. I've seen them do it. I've seen pros do
Ball
that.
at their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now for Westwood. They trail 14-0. There's Brown, hits the line, and nothing.
Initially, number 21, Allen Kleinman on the step.
Brought down by number 58, Aaron Forneau.
And Furneaux finished him off that time.
I beg your pardon, they gave me a yard.
Second and 9.
Yeah,
Second and 9.
the initial move. Look at the young man, number 70, at nose tackle. Right in front.
It's going to be hard to handle. Visage gets across
First
the 40
down.
to the 31. First down for Westwood.
Stop by, and number 26, McGrinder on the stop.
Brought down by number 26.
26 on 26.
First down and a completion to Visage.
I love the way he runs patterns. Number
First down,
26.
10 yards to go.
32-yard line.
Hopkins calling signals. Brown outside. Has the ball. Leads. Still going. And falls across the 45-yard line.
Jaden Brown, thunder and lightning. He was one step to taking that to the end zone.
Well, you know what, John? One more step. I don't know if anybody's going to catch him.
And the other way, it almost went the other way. It just
Yep.
went between a Riverdale player.
Ball now at the Golden Hawks.
That football had a lot of hands around it.
First and 10.
First and 10 for Westwood. Hopkins calling signals. Hopkins keeps. Banks to the outside. Falls to the 40-yard line.
And looks like
Quarterback Sean
Number
Hopkins,
32.
Tackled by Connor Murphy.
Connor Murphy, 34 on the stop.
Gain of 4.
There's your time. 8:34 to go. You can't see the scores there. But it's 14-0 Riverdale over Westwood.
Line of Riverdale.
Big series for Westwood as they're down by 14 points early in the second quarter.
Second and 5. Hopkins calling signals. Hopkins is back. Inside to Visage. Visage gets away from one and is still on his feet. Still on his feet.
He could
Don't make
go.
the beat.
He will.
Cuts inside. Still on his
He
feet.
will go.
And inside the 5-yard line.
To the 2-yard line. 38 yards.
That was all Ryan Visage's feet and his strength to get him down to the 5-yard, inside the 5-yard line.
To the 2-yard line, Larry. But that was hands as he waited for his blocking. Doing a dance step, a little slop all the way to the end zone.
Hopkins fighting his way to the goal line.
It should be touchdown.
And a touchdown. So Westwood strikes, and they now trail 14-6, but it was all Ryan Visage 32-yard reception, but it was a catch and run.
What a play.
Constantine will kick the PAT,
Constantine will attempt the conversion.
and we have a penalty. Let's see what this is going to be. I see a flag in the back. It's going to be illegal substitution against Riverdale. That'll be on the kickoff.
What about if they move halfway to the goal? You can go for 2 points.
Good.
Let's see.
Let's see what they're going to do.
I would do that.
Let's see. Coach Hart is making a decision here. Nope. He's going to
No,
go
he's going to kick it. All right. He'll take 5 yards on the kick.
Constantine to attempt the conversion. Penalty is declined.
So Constantine will kick. Hopkins will hold. Snap, down, up, kick is good. So with 7 minutes, 46 seconds, 45 seconds to go in the half, Westwood strikes for a touchdown. They now trail Riverdale 14-7. You are watching WCTV, the all-volunteer access group from the Township of Washington.
Here's the play that brought him up. It was from the 40-yard line, Larry. Let's see. Here's as number 26, Visage, comes across. That's Hans Visage. Now watch how he sort of waits. He gives a little shoulder. He goes past that guy. He says, "Get away from me, number 34. Now he waits for another block. His speed, now watch. He breaks the tackle on the 41-yard line. Now he goes upfield. Inside. Great seal block by 78. Breaks another tackle, and now Karubia goes up. Right there, I'm sorry. Now it's a race to the end zone. 26 for Riverdale, comes across. Now watch with the arm. He pushes him, goes inside. Another great block by 15. Rydell, and now it's a race to the end zone. To the 4, to the 3, to the 2, to the 1. First down as number 56 stops him.
What a block
Jake
Rydell.
Manning.
What a block Rydell had on
Fantastic.
Whoa! He took his feet out.
I felt I was talking about 2 minutes.
Rydell really hit him.
What a block.
Up to the
A
20
little
yard
mojo
line.
coming back.
Fletcher gets up to the 15. But you watch that replay again. You see that block that
Rydell.
took.
Oh.
All right, 1st and 10.
Golden Hawks take possession. It'll be 1st and 10.
So we had 38 yards, Larry.
There's Dennis Hart, the head football coach at Westwood High School. He's done a tremendous job with this program.
You know, we checked the number of steps that he ran. That was about 52 yards that he ran across the field and back.
At least.
But he gets credit for 38 yards on that reception.
Estevez is inundated.
Do you feel something? A little mojo going for the Cardinals?
A little bit.
Estevez, the ball carrier. Tackled by number 40, Benny Dada.
Dada, Benny and the Jet Dada.
Boy, they taped his ankle up.
Oh, he's a trooper.
Let's go, Red! Every point, Red, let's go!
Some of the fans you hear. He's
definitely
playing on a bad ankle. And he made a nice play on
No
on
gain.
Estevez. No pain at this game. Rhymes, huh? Estevez throws, has his man.
Fumble!
The ball was fumbled.
And it was almost picked up by number 54.
Malachi fumbled the ball.
Hiyuma Nagai on the recovery.
Malachi fumbled the ball. Westwood is starting to hit as they weren't in the
Larry,
first quarter.
sometimes you gotta wake the troops up.
1st and 10 for Riverdale, and we have a discussion with the officials here.
You know, we're gonna change Ryan Visage's nickname. We called him Hands. Now we're gonna call him Golden Hands.
How about legs?
Well, he's got legs. I'll tell you,
Leg-
I can teach him to slop.
Legs visage. How about elusive visage?
Elusive.
About 9 players had a shot at him.
But that's what he does. He waits and waits. He doesn't sprint. He only sprints when he has to.
A long discussion going on over here. I don't know.
Well, you know, sometimes you have to take a little breather.
Let's see. What do we got here?
Here is the call. They're
The
talking
referee's
to.
explaining everything to Coach Nymphius, who doesn't seem too pleased
He's not happy.
with the explanation.
Look at this. He's going to tell you. I'm going to tell
He's
you how
going
we
to come
do it.
out now and explain.
History teacher, by the way, wakes up at 4 o'clock in the morning. He and I are going to start communicating early.
Wait, now he's going to come and complain.
I don't know what's going on now. Now they're saying, wait a second. How about, don't we come out? We have one head coach. How about me?
Let's see now. We get an explanation here. Coach Nymphius was not happy. They're going to move the ball back. And do we get let's see what it is.
5 yards, 7 yards, 10 yards,
10-yard penalty.
15 yards.
Against the Golden Hawks.
We have no idea up here for what yet. Maybe we'll get a call. We don't know what the penalty
It was 15 yards, though.
But now it's first. Is it first and 10?
First and 10.
Well, first and why first? No, they're going to change this. No, the second. I say, wait a minute. You penalize one team and then you
All right. Now
second and
it's-
10.
All right.
I don't know what happened.
10 yards for a first down.
I apologize. No one up here, including the official, knows what's going on. We got no signal. Estevez looks, slips away from one, and tackled.
Number 53, Joe Highland.
So it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 7 yards to go. 6 minutes and 4 seconds to go. Riverdale leads Westwood 14-7. We're here at the campus of Westwood High School in Washington Township.
Everybody's shaking right now.
A long time here getting this play in.
Oh my God, yeah, this clock.
Estevez he's got time. He doesn't have time.
53 on top for the sack. And underneath,
What
it looks like 51.
That was Zeltner.
Zeltner
That
and Highland.
You got to give it to the Westwood secondary. Estevez had plenty of time sitting back there, 3, maybe 4 seconds, looking down. Finally, the pocket collapsed and he was sacked.
By 2, 51 and 53. The old Highland and Zeltner.
Fujian will kick.
And Golden
Snap
Hands
comes back.
is deep.
Nice kick. Visage will have.
Are you kidding me?
They called it, he said a fair catch. So
He
the
had
ball
his
is gonna
hands
be
up, yep.
at the 41-yard line.
He gave sort of a half a move.
Well, you put your hand up, that's it.
Because then if you run, they can throw a flag on you.
Can't pick your hand up, John. You can't even scratch your nose when it's coming out.
And you know at that point you want to stop. The clock doesn't run until you move. So you get some more time with 4:41 to go in the first half.
So Westwood has the ball on the 41-yard line. Kramer is in the slot.
Drive him down. Let's go,
And then Myra,
Hopkins. Visage has it at the 50.
9 yards or 8 yards on the catch.
Ball's on the 49.5. We'll give him 50. 2nd down and a long one to go.
Malachi on the stop. What? I think someone Myra was waving at you. I didn't know you had an Myra.
2nd down and 2 yards to go. I don't know. Blitz.
Oh,
Daly. And Daly gets across the 40-yard line.
Alex Bailey, 6'4", 185, first down Westwood. That mojo is going toward the Cardinal.
First and 10. Ball at the 38-yard line for the Golden Hawks.
Handoff across the 40-yard line. One of the few
Hopkins,
runs we got.
4
Oh,
yards.
Hopkins, okay.
Hopkins will go carrier.
So Hopkins picks up the 4 yards. Second and 6.
Connor Murphy.
And Connor Murphy on the
Scott
stop.
Murphy's made a lot of plays in the first half.
Yeah, that's a guy who's got 2 numbers. That's why, 34 and 50. So he get tackles from both sides, Larry.
Plays offense and defense. Plays linebacker and lineman.
Oh, he plays linebacker with 2 different numbers. No, we're kidding.
Hopkins directing traffic.
Inside
Brown.
the 35.
Brown's right near him.
Pop and
Hopkins
go.
looks, throws
We
out
got
to
hands.
Visage.
We got hands.
And
Oh!
overthrows hands.
Pump and go, Larry. Uh-oh. You lost contact. Pump and go that time.
Third down.
That was inches away for...
Visage had a couple of steps on the defender. Ball was just overthrown.
That would have been 34 yards.
Nice crowd here today, John.
Oh, beautiful. First time we've done a game at 1 o'clock on Saturday
A
at
long
Westwood in a long time.
time. At Westwood, it's got to be 3-4 years.
What a football game.
So we're at the 39-yard line.
34.
Here we go, 34. Hopkins, he almost
A
fumbled
little
the ball.
mistake. Oh, there was a grab right there. Oh, no, you don't do that.
Hopkins had the ball off the ground, but he saw the line collapsing. He held on to it, and he held on to the ball. 4th down, Westwood will not punt. They have to go for it.
Well, you need about 7 yards
36-yard line,
to about the 28.
4th and 8.
He hasn't used Kramer, number 1.
Yep,
It's going to be either there. He's got
Estevez
Kramer's
is on him.
on-
Yeah, I got Kramer. 4th down.
They're looking for a penalty.
Hopkins throws downfield, overthrows, intended for Nicky Baez, and the ball goes over on downs to Riverdale as they hold with 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the half.
Ball will go over on down. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Golden Hawks. Ball at their own 36-yard line. 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10 now for Riverdale as they come out looking to add on to their 14-7 lead.
Or just make sure you don't give the Cardinal the ball. Sustaining drive. Cardinal have been clicking on all cylinders.
1st and 10, Estevez calling signals. Pitches out to Racine,
nice
and he's
tackle.
stopped. Kramer with a big stop.
Joe Kramer, loss of about, well, a yard.
There's our mascot. That's a Golden Hawk.
Golden Hawk.
On the other side, we got the
You know, if at the end of the game, if it's
Bird.
tied, the 2 birds going to fight. The Cardinal against the Golden Hawk. And there is a trophy that you do get.
Malachi,
The Bird Ball.
Sirico, and Racine are out to the left. Fletcher is the lone setback. Estevez, number 1, will call signals. Nobody on the right-hand side. Trips to the left. Estevez fakes, held onto the ball, and he's brought down.
What a great fake. Looks like
Nice
15.
play by Rydell. He might have hurt his arm. That's how you hurt your
Your
tear
shoulder,
some shoulders. Yep.
But that was a great fake by Estevez.
He pulled away, but Rydell stayed with him.
Ball at the 37-yard line.
So the
Rydell
ball's on
is
the
doing a great
37-yard
job.
line. We're at 1 minute.
Big play here.
Estevez calling
One of many.
signals. Estevez looks.
Oh, what a
And he stopped as he handed the ball off. He was tackled by Zeltner. But Fletcher had the ball and he was inundated. And Westwood calls a timeout with 42 seconds to go.
that was Highland who initially stood him up. So do you punt here? Obviously you do.
Absolutely. Visage will drop back. There's your score with 42 seconds to go in the half. There's your crowd.
39-yard line.
What a game.
Oh, it turned into an exciting game. Both teams.
This is what we expected.
And guess what? The second half is really going to be something. And we got the best seat in the house.
Oh, I totally agree.
Should we say it's air conditioned? No.
No. There's no air conditioning here.
We got the roof open.
We
We
have-
got the window open.
We have some natives that fan us from Samoa Island. We paid about $4.
Estevez to punt.
So Estevez will now punt with Visage dropping back.
You have to watch him.
Yeah.
Young man can use
motor.
his feet.
Right now, he's going to be legs Visage.
Look at this. He's got his arms crossed, waiting. Almost
Kick
blocked.
is up in the air. He has it.
That was a good move by
Yeah,
him.
very good move. Stop the ball from rolling inside the 20.
Returned by number 26, Ryan Visage.
Nice kick by Estevez. He got it out of there, and the ball is going to be spotted at the 23-yard line, where Westwood will take over 1st and 10 with 32.3 seconds left in the half. Riverdale leads Westwood 14-7. They scored 14 points. Westwood drove back, added 7, and there's where we are, 14-7.
So do you try something here if you're the Cardinal?
Well, you had legs open on a long one. You
Yeah,
can
you
try a
got it.
long one.
1st and 10 for the Cardinals.
Well, you know the Golden Hawks are going to be deep. They're going to prevent
On the
26
23-yard line
hands.
of Westwood.
Visage.
1st and 10.
No, they're just going.
Westwood hands up in the middle. McGrind is there. And that should be the end of the
And that was 34, Connor Murphy on the stop.
he was there. And that was Nicky Baez
Yeah,
running.
they're going to go in.
Brought down by Connor Murphy.
Our halftime show will be the marching band and the cheerleaders for both schools. So they will put on a show for you. So stay tuned for that. We'll be back with the second half kickoff right after that with the score, Riverdale 14, Westwood 7. You are watching WCTV, the All Volunteer Group from the Township of Washington.
Furthermore, we also have the Westwood Regional Class of 1957 and their 60-year reunion. Also like to announce that Ray and Betty Broking from the class of 1957 are celebrating their anniversary. That's Ray and Betty Broking. Thank you for your continued support of the Westwood Regional School District.
Well, we're getting ready for the halftime. Riverdale leads Westwood 14-7. John has a few stats for you to get you up to date. If you missed anything, it's going to be an outstanding halftime.
In the first quarter, of course, the Golden Hawks scored on Sirico, a 9-yard TD run. And then, of course, the extra point was good, and then they came back. Estevez in the second quarter, 2-yard TD run. So they were up 14-0. And in the second quarter, we had 38-yard reception by Golden Hand, Visage, and a 2-yard run by Hopkins. Extra point was good, 14-7.
Yeah, that play by Visage, that 32-yard run, I think we said probably almost every man on the Riverdale team was around or had a shot at him. He caught the ball short and then just ran 32 yards through the defenders.
Well, they're going to have, they'll be able to look at it on the replay, the number of blocks and change of direction. He ran about 50 yards.
And the block that I thought was impressive was one of the last ones downfield where Stevie Rydell put a block on David Estevez and knocked him down. You know, as a coach, you may not want him playing defense. He's so important to you, but he's such a great athlete. You can't take him off the defensive end. But he was hit hard, but he bounced right back, the athlete that Estevez is, and went back on the field and continued playing. 14-7, looked like to me Westwood came out. They were a little slow, and Riverdale was at a high they were at a high pitch. They were moving well. They had their way. They drove down twice, 2 quick touchdowns. And then that play by Fitz, it seems to ignite Westwood. Their defense tightened up. They scored the touchdown, and here we are, 14-7.
Yeah, because they went from the 40-yard line, 38 yards, and then 2 yards, and he ran about 50 yards. But, after that, everybody was playing at the high level.
Yeah, and both teams look like they're going to be ready now, and Riverdale will receive the kickoff.
Kicking off.
The temperature clicked up 1 degree in the shade, 87. It's probably in the 90s on the field, and with that turf down there, it could be a little higher. This is part of the big crowd that showed up.
Gates return the kickoff for the Golden Hawks.
We figured it'd be a Stanley room only around the fence crowd.
It's definitely hot, probably by 85 degrees.
I think we've got the official word coming from WCTV's Weather Central. 87 degrees.
85 wasn't a bad guess on
That
my
was
part.
pretty good on your part. Here we go. The second half begins. Coming down to Fletcher. On the 3. Angles to his left. Sidesteps one blocker. Stays on his feet. Still on his feet as he gets across the 30-yard line where the Hawks of Riverdale will take over. 1st and 10.
The tackle was by Will Smack Bergerson. And number 10, Anthony Carubia.
Are we going to start calling him Smacks?
Will Smack Borgerson.
All right.
Ball at their own 32-yard line.
1st and 10 on the 32.
1st and 10.
Been doing a great job, number 6. You could see him at linebacker.
Estevez will call signals. Fletcher will be in back of him. Fletcher there he goes. And Fletcher gets across the 40-yard line, almost a pickup of 10 to see where the spot is.
He had initially 10 on the stop, Carubia.
See, Estevez puts the ball in Fletcher's
And Henry
stomach.
made the stop.
Estevez puts the ball in Fletcher's stomach and reads the defense.
That's tough.
If it's not there, he takes it out and runs around the end. If it's there, he hands off. He handed off, and Fletcher split the lineman for a 9-yard gain.
And
Second
then
and
Fletcher
1.
becomes the blocker if
Estevez runs it.
Estevez runs it.
Estevez runs. He stopped. Dada.
Number 40, Benny on the jet. Dada on the stop. 3rd, no gain.
He may have lost a yard. Benny Dada, who injured his ankle, come limping off, made a big play there. You know what? When this game is over, that ankle's going to bother him. But right now,
but a win can make it go away.
It'll make it feel a lot better.
There's a new player in here, number 8, Malachi, looks like, on the wideout.
Fletcher fighting. Whoa, it's going to be
down.
close. Could be. Fletcher fell across for a 1st down.
Yeah, I think it's a 1st down. Let's see, unless that referee walked backwards.
He dragged a couple of plays with him.
No! Larry, it's not a first. Oh, no, wait.
1st down.
Oh, I would get the measurement.
Fletcher dragged 2 players with him.
I would ask for a measurement.
1st and 10.
I would ask for a measurement.
Ball at the 42.
I tell you what, Fletcher was hit and dropped
1st and 10.
short of the 1st down. He was hit and he dropped a few plays and just crawled his way to a 1st down by a yard. So 1st and 10. Estevez will call signals.
A little tight power. Power right. Look at this.
He's going to run up the middle. He breaks 2 tackles and falls to the 49.
Stopped by number 53. Jack. 53 is Highland. Joe Highland.
Number 1, Joe Kramer. Gain of 6. Carried by Estevez. Second and 4.
Highland did a nice job on
Ball
that
at the
tackle.
48-yard line.
2nd and 4 now. The ball's resting on the 48-yard line.
Look at him calling. Look at his four wideouts to the left.
This is a jumbo. They've all
There's
gonna
only
run.
three. There's only three defenders there.
Estevez looking downfield. Look, can't find anybody. He's running. Has the first down and breaks one tackle and falls to the 40.
You know, that time there was 4 receivers on the left-hand side.
And they were covering.
And there was only 3 players. He decided to go to the right.
Westwood had them surrounded.
First and 10.
Like
Ball
the
at
Indians
40-yard line.
surrounding the Cowboys.
First and 10.
1st and 10.
Let's go, D, dig in!
There's the defensive line waiting for the play to come.
Well, you know, they wait. They use most of the clock.
Fletcher moves to the left. Estevez calling signals. Estevez keeps it, pushes one man away, but it's Henry on the bottom of the stack, makes the
No.
tackle.
And Henry and Highland.
And
53,
Giordano.
And Giordano. Ivy Giordano.
That's I-V. We have to explain.
Ivy, I need something.
We have to explain that Giordano was had cramps in the Marwar game. We had a few laughs and teased him a little bit about that. He's carried off the field 3 or 4 times, but came back.
Going for the world's record 5 times and you're out.
Keeps coming, keep coming back.
So he got the name Ivy, not IVY.
Pitch out. Sirico has, breaks 2 tackles.
We got a flag.
And a
Got to
flag.
be a hold or
Let's see what we got here.
it's going to go against. I say against
Riverdale.
Riverdale.
Let's see. Holding, Riverdale.
Holding penalty. Going against the Golden Hawks.
So the ball gets marked from the spot of the hold.
10 yards.
Pushed back to the 46, 47. Let's see where the spot's going to be.
40,
46. 46.
First down.
Big play. This is when they have to stop with minimum yardage if you're rooting for the Cardinals. Trips to the left.
Sirico, Racine, and Berlinger out to the left.
Come on, D!
Malachi's out to the right. Estevez in the backfield by himself. Looks downfield, fires
Wide
downfield for
open.
Malachi's open. He has it. And Berlinger
Estevez pass.
is wide open down the left side, and he's hit. And the ball is going to be placed on the 12-yard line.
Tackle made by number 22, Zach Cuomo.
Cuomo with the stop, but Berlinger got behind the defense.
There
There was plenty of time for Estevez to find him, and he
That could have been a touchdown. It would have been underthrown.
just a little throw.
Great pattern by number 13, Berninger. You got potato or potatoes?
Potato in my house. Estevez calling signals. Rolls to his right. Looking. Will keep it. Stays on his feet inside the 10-yard line.
Hey, Will, come on full, Will!
Estevez again, the ball carrier.
Looks like Zeltner
Tackle by Jaden
was down a little
Brown.
bit.
Correction.
Ball is on the 6-yard line.
So Jaden Brown had to stop. But once again, like you saw in the first half, a long drive by the Golden Hawks.
Here we go. Trips to the left. Scene. Malachi, Sirico.
Long count. He still has the
Estevez
ball.
has it, cuts back, and falls inside the 5. That's going to bring up 3rd and short.
Stopped by Will Smack Borgerson.
Will Borgensen again, the tackle.
3rd and short.
The ball is on. It looks like the 4-yard line.
They're going to measure, I think.
And short.
They're measuring it.
All right, they're going to measure. We'll take a look at this.
Official timeout for
You know,
measurement.
I think you're going to be in 2 down situations here.
Without a doubt. Look how close it is.
First down.
First
He
down.
made it by
First down,
the nose of the ball.
carried by
So it's first and
Estevez.
goal. The ball is on the 3.
It'll be first and goal for the Golden Hawks.
On a 3-yard line.
Ball at the 3-yard line. First and goal.
You know, third quarter, 5 minutes and 52 seconds left.
Well, you
Riverdale
know,
is taking this ball from the opening kickoff. They're
Assist-
down to the 3-yard line,
a sustaining
and
drive.
the clock is running.
This is where they just take over the
It's
game.
almost a 7-minute drive, John.
Yeah. 3, 4, 5 yards, and that big pass play.
Big play,
It almost
third and
went
long.
the
Let's
distance.
go, D. Let's go, D.
Third and long. We got
We
a
got a
flag,
flag.
and the whistle stopped the play. Let's see. It's against Riverdale. Let's see what's going to be.
Flag and a
Motion.
play.
So back them up 5.
This
First down and goal
false
from the
start
should be on the 7-yard line.
indicated against Riverdale.
Oh, 13. Oh, excuse
It'll
me.
be a
No, you're right.
5-yard
8-yard
penalty.
line. 8, 6, 7, almost the 8-yard line.
First down and goal.
That can help an offense. A
Yeah,
little more room.
A little
to
more
run
room
your
in the
play.
end zone to maneuver. That's if you're a Riverdale fan. If you're a Westwood fan, you say, got him off the 2-yard line.
And when you give Estevez inside the
2-yard line.
Oh, he's money.
That's a ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching.
And he still has
Estevez goes
it.
around. And Giordano drags him down.
Ivy!
Ball carried by
You got to kick the field goal now.
Estevez.
What do you think? Field goal.
Tackled by number 32, Tyler Giordano.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
So he lost a yard.
Here I'm
Lost about a
Here I'm
yard on the play.
changing the rules. Make this the last down.
Second down and goal.
Second and goal.
I just
Ball
lost
at the
2.
8-yard line.
You get Canadian football -1.
Yeah, the heat got me.
The heat's got to all of us.
Cover tight.
Second down.
Cover tight.
Ball is on the
Almost the 9-yard line, Larry. 8.5, 9-yard line. And a timeout.
Taken by Riverdale.
So
That
Riverdale
is their
calls a
first
timeout.
in the
So
second
with
half.
4 minutes, 21 seconds to go, Riverdale will have a second down and goal, and the ball is on the 8-yard line. You are watching WCTV, the all-volunteer group from the Township of Washington.
8-yard line.
This is a 7-minute and 39-second drive. John and I did all the arithmetic, so trust us.
Yeah, it was one and one arithmetic.
We
Well,
didn't do well in it. Fletcher's in motion. Estevez keeps it up the middle, touchdown. Whoa, the middle of that defense was parted by the offensive line. And Estevez had a big hole, runs it for 8 yards and a touchdown. And Westwood goes up 20-7 with 4:14 to go in the third quarter.
So 20-7 by Riverdale over Westwood.
Almost an 8-minute drive, John. They had the ball just shy of 8 minutes.
And now you take the clock, you made them play defense, and now you're up by at least 14, 13 with an extra point, it'll be 14. High snap.
Blocked! Comes in and blocked. Set was high, and it was blocked by Cuomo.
Cuomo.
So the PAT is blocked.
That could be a big play, depending what the outcome of this game is.
Remember, it was a high snap. Cuomo got in, blocked it. PAT failed, so with 4:14 to go, Riverdale has a 20-7 lead over Westwood. You are watching WCTV, the all-volunteer group, Township of Washington.
Well,
John,
here you
let's
have
watch
as Estevez fakes the ball to number 34. Now he just sees that there's an opening. As you can see, great block there by 73. Comes straight up. Another block, untouched as he's in touchdown. Estevez, great run as number 6, Will Smack Borgeson was on his leg. Scores 20-7. Extra point was no good. Block, and we have a game.
We're coming back for the kickoff.
Chiefs return the kickoff.
How about an onside kick? No.
Nope, going deep. Ball bounces, bouncing around. Picked up by Brown, and he gets to the 25-yard line.
Kickoff returned by Jalen Brown.
First and 10, as John and I
Sean Burke.
smirk about something. Let's see. Oh, that's it. Oh, the Angry Bird.
Look at
Oh,
Valley. Look at this.
The bird.
Look at
Look at this.
The Golden Hawk has got some moves, though.
Look at this.
that.
He
Gave a
jammed.
little kick.
Little-
Oh, he stepped
Oh, they
on it.
kick- kickboxing. The two birds have gone wild.
Oh, what a! They got some moves, those two.
Hey, we'll watch that brawl. Hopkins stays on his feet and falls.
Gain of about
Shy of
7
the
yards.
35.
Stopped by
Sean
number
Hopkins.
3, Matt Frungen.
Brought down by number 8, Tyler Malisi.
Well, they got tired. The heat got them both. Those
Gain of 8. Second and 2.
second down, 2 yards to go.
Close to a first
Hopkins,
down.
enough for the first down.
Quarterback sneak.
You know, John, that's what you want to do. A team scores a touchdown, you're down by 2 scores, you want to get that first down. Get that,
Frungen.
you know, get some momentum going.
And Frungen once again makes
First
the
and
stop
10.
from the middle. One of the inside
Ball
backers.
at the 38-yard line of the Cardinals.
So 3 minutes to go in this third quarter. 3 and change. Power football by the Cardinals.
And we got a whistle. Looks like it's going to be motion.
Flag on the play.
That's it. When they stop to play like that, it's usually motion, sometimes
False
offsides. Or as John likes to call it,
Yep.
encroachment.
Against the Cardinals.
So Westwood gets backed up 5 yards on the motion penalty.
Down
Bring up a second down and 15.
Well, you always have motion for
First
the
down,
offense.
15.
Defense becomes encroachment. They try to educate the defender players.
Ball at the 33-yard line.
So first and 10 now. I tell you, we played this whole game under a sky with not a cloud around. I mean, there is nothing.
It's hot.
It is beautiful.
Got to be about 95 degrees
Oh,
on
it's a
that turf.
great beach day. You think a baseball game would start. Hopkins calling signals. We have 2 flank to the right. Hopkins going to have to run for it. Slips
Nice
around.
move.
Oh, nice. He's still on his feet and gets knocked out of bounds, and he gets into
First
the
down.
territory. What a play by Sean Hopkins.
Sean Burke saving tackle.
Sean
Hopkins was going to go to the promised land. The end zone.
He was almost stopped behind the line of scrimmage, but he was
did a
able
little
to
dance step.
use those feet to elude the tackle.
48-yard line of Riverdale. First and 10.
First
On the
and 10.
48.
Hopkins looks, throws out to Kramer. Kramer breaks the tackle and powers his way shy of the 40-yard line.
Hopkins
Stopped
pass
by,
complete
guess
to
who stopped him? Number
Joe
1,
Kramer.
Estevez. And help.
Brought down by number 1, Dave Estevez.
So Estevez makes the stop.
Doing a great job.
Gain of 6.
Estevez has been on Kramer all day.
Second and a long 4.
Yeah, they've been doing an outstanding job
Ball
on the
at the
6'5".
42-yard line.
Well, you put your best player on Westwood's biggest guy, and that's what you try to do. So Estevez is taking Kramer all over the field.
They wanted to stop him. He's got great height. He's got nice hands.
Visage.
Close to yes, the first down.
You know, they're giving Visage a lot of room. They are giving him the underneath. They're not going to give him a fly pattern. Therefore, he's getting a lot of short
little
patterns.
button hook can
That's it.
go.
First down.
Well, you keep throwing that button hook until they come up on you.
But you know what you got to do? You got to move Kramer to the other side so you get a one-on-one match up here.
37-yard line.
Now I'm
Golden
getting
Hawks.
to coaching.
Malachi keeps backing up. So you might be able to go underneath. Here's a pitch out, Daly. And Daly stays on his feet as he crosses the
About
35
4
yard line.
yards. Let me see.
Hopkins to Daly.
I'm going to give it to number
Brought
34,
down by number 34.
and that's Connor Murphy, little Irish kid
Second
from
down,
the Bronx.
8 yards to go.
Completion.
Just transferred to Riverdale.
Second and 7.
Daly comes out to the slot. along. Well, they're going to put him in a slot between Kramer and Visage.
Second and long 6, would you say? Hey, give him 6. Second and 6. Little button hook.
And Kramer's dropped after a pickup about 4 or 5, dropped by Estevez.
Jay Kramer. Tackled by Estevez.
Looks very close to a first down.
That's-
That's a
Third
yard,
down and short.
less than a yard.
We
Did
have
they measure?
26.9 seconds to go.
More important, if you're rooting for Westwood, they need a touchdown to come back.
They 2 scores back as Riverdale took the opening kickoff. Almost 8 minutes. First down. Had the ball 7 minutes and 46 seconds. The
First
opening
down
drive.
play.
Drove in for a touchdown. Now Westwood is driving. 1st and 10. Hopkins calling signals. Hopkins throws. Incomplete.
Outside
Throwing for
flag.
Visage.
Little collision, but the ball was overthrown.
Pass is overthrown
Good call.
and incomplete.
A little button hook and go, a
Second
little
and 10.
fake out.
Malachi on the coverage of Visage.
Yeah, number 8, that's been all game, those two. Tyler Malachi, a junior, 5'9", 165 with brown eyes.
The inevitable Pat Rice is making an entrance into the field.
Malachi's part of the Bronx. Malachi, the Italian in the Bronx.
Pat Rice covers high school sports. Boy,
That's a big
Riverdale,
sack.
they really had a jailbreak on the left side.
Quarterback Sean Hopkins sacked on the play.
And Hopkins dropped for a big loss.
Brought
Yep.
down by number 70.
Number 70 was Matt Tybus.
So with that sack,
That is the end
we
of
start the fourth
third
quarter.
of play.
with Riverdale
Leading
leading
score.
Westwood 20-7.
Riverdale High School 20.
Let's go! Oh!
3rd and 20.
3rd down, 20 yards to go for a first down. Hopkins throws it out here. Oh, hook and ladder. Look at it go.
it's going
He's gonna
all
for
the
touchdown.
way.
Oh, hook and ladder.
36
Can you believe this? We
yards.
haven't seen that in 25 years. A hook and ladder. Visage to Brown, and it worked on a 3rd and 20.
What a call. Hook and ladder.
The first play of the 4th quarter is a hook and ladder. The pass went to Visage, who pitched it out to Brown, who was following, and he drove it in for a touchdown, and the crowd is erupted.
So Brown gets credit for the touchdown.
Absolutely.
And now it's a 6-point game.
So with the 11 minutes and 49 seconds to go, we have a game. 20-14. Riverdale leads Westwood. You are watching WCTV, the all-volunteer group from the Township of Washington.
We're going to see if we can get you the replay. Here it
Here we
is.
go. I got to see that again.
From the 36-yard line, Westwood 3rd down and 20 yards for a first. As the ball, you hit Visage. As Visage turns around,
Let's go! Let's play defense! Put one on his ass!
and then the ball goes over to number 8. Thunder and Lightning takes it the wrong way.
Number 7, Dave Fletcher.
And Brown, I'm going to give Brown about a 10-yard run.
What a play. We haven't seen that. John, last time we saw that was up at St. Joe's. I can't tell how many years ago. Could be 20
David
years ago.
Perno.
Constantine.
David Perno for Washington Township.
That's the last time we saw it successful.
The hook and
That's-
ladder.
That's 1989.
I know.
Are we dating ourselves? Fletcher will, nope.
From the 15. Oh, you got it.
There's a big hole there.
And there's some room.
And
A lot of room.
Visage knocks him out of bounds.
Around the 45.
Kickoff returned by number 27.
That was
Kieran
Kieran
Hughes.
Hughes. Kieran Hughes with a great return, sets up Riverdale beautifully on the 45-yard line.
First and 10.
Well, last week they had an unusual play, and this one again.
Ball resting at the 40
Joe
yard
Kramer that time,
line.
last one, right? Joe Kramer got the ball and pitched out to Brown, I believe, once again. If not, it's a great play. Call it next week. So Thunder and Lightning, Jaden Brown brings the old Cardinals back to 6.
Let's go, D. Dig deep. Dig deep. Let's go, D.
First and 10 for Riverdale.
Look,
Estevez has the ball. And he fights his way for about, depending on the
3
spot,
yards,
3 or 4
maybe?
yards. Yeah.
Estevez, the ball carrier.
that was a power left, and they were looking one receiver down.
By Joe Highland.
Joe Heinlein, who's had a lot of tackles, a lot of great stops today.
3-yard pickup by Estevez.
So pick up of 3, 2nd and 7. No,
Second
pick up
and
of 4,
7.
2nd and 6.
Ball at the 44
Malachi out to
yard
the
line.
right. Sirico's in the slot. And tight will be Racine.
You know, you take a little break here. Everybody looks at Coach Nymphias.
Well, he's watching the offense and defense.
Take off your block and go get him.
Pitch out here to Racine. He's got some room. And
First down
he's hit hard.
by number 10.
Estevez pass.
22.
10 and Cuomo, so Carubia and Cuomo,
Racine.
but a first down.
Tackled by Anthony
So the ball is on
Carubia.
the 47-yard line.
The governor's son
Ball at the
made a
40
job. He
First and 10.
yard line.
came all the way from Albany
First and
to
10.
play today's game. On the 47. Uh-oh, the Birds are going to go at it again. Look at this.
No, they're making friends.
Oh, I don't know what's happening.
Pitch out here, incomplete.
It's a pass.
It's
I
a
got a
pass.
pass.
It's a
I got a
pass.
pass.
Intended for Malachi, the ball was off his fingertips.
Intended for
That was a hot
Nicholas.
Look at that,
potato.
the Birds are making up. Hey,
I
maybe
don't know what they're doing. I think they're looking to have some baby birds.
Wait a minute, marching this off now. Let's see here.
Or they're going to get ready and come flying at each other.
Maybe it's not a duel, is it?
It could be. Oh, there was. They both got shot.
They're both down.
Look at these two. What? These Birds, I think they had too much. Look at them.
2nd and 10. That was cute. Estevez is tripped up and dropped. Shy of the 50-yard line.
I'm picking up
Estevez, the
40
ball
and
Zeltner
and 60.
Gaga. And
Dylan Henry.
the tackle.
so it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 14 yards to go for a first down. We have 10 minutes and 28 seconds to go.
It's Dylan, the Bruiser Henry. Makes the stop.
I'm thinking about that all day.
The Bruiser. The Bruiser.
We'd like to quickly thank Mrs. Henry for the coffee here. Thank you very much. Empty backfield. Estevez is back. Looking, fires, has a man. It's knocked away. Visage
Visage with the hit.
knocks Racine out of bounds, and the ball falls incomplete.
You gotta have a kick.
Pass play broken up by Ryan Visage.
4th down and 13.
Golden Hands uses the arms to knock him out.
So, Coach Nymphias swings out his punting team. Estevez will do the chores. We have exactly 10 minutes to go in the game. It's 20-14. Riverdale leads Westwood.
And for the people in Italy, 10 minuti per il gioco. That's 10 minutes to go in the game.
Visage is back. Estevez gets it up. Away from Visage. The ball will bound on the 15. Visage has it.
That's a
Breaks
good
one
move.
tackle. Breaks another tackle.
Oh.
And he's dropped on the 26-yard line. Great play, other than being on the 5-yard line.
Almost 16, 21 yards he saved them.
Taken down by number
I
10,
hate to see that ball bounce around. As long as you catch it and put it away.
First and 10 for the Cardinals.
And number 2,
Burke.
Sean Burke, one of the co-captains. What a ball game, you know.
28-yard line.
These two teams have really given us A1 job today. Oh, nice spiral by the ref there. You see that pass?
All right, 1st and 10 for Westwood. We have 9 minutes, 47 seconds to go. Hopkins will call signals.
On the 28, Larry. We can't see the scoreboard, so we better say 28.
Hopkins looks, throws out here to Brown. Brown gets nothing. Defended nicely by Riverdale.
Loss of about
Hopkins
3 yards.
to Jaden Brown. Tackled by Connor Murphy.
Great job on defense that time to stop thunder and lightning.
Brady on the completion. Second down.
Second down, 13 yards to go for a 1st down. Trip, looks like it's going to be trips to the right. Giordano's going to come running in.
That's
And we-
Ivy Jordan. He probably got a little
We
Ivy.
have somebody injured on the field. When we come back, there'll be 9 minutes, 14 seconds to go in the game. Riverdale leads Westwood 20-14. Westwood will have a 2nd and 13. So Westwood now has a 2nd and 13 to go. Hopkins will call signals. Brown was helped off the field. Hopkins back. He's being rushed. Throws downfield. As Daly crossed the 35-yard line.
About 9 yard, 10-yard gain.
Tackled by Mike Sirico.
Short, 2 yards short
Yeah.
of 1st down. 2-down situation here.
And by 2.
Sirico on the stop.
Third and a long 2.
Well, do you go to Sean Hopkins on a run from the QB spot?
Well, we saw last night when they put the ball in Johnny Langham's hands,
There
the
he
Catholic
goes.
one, and Hopkins gets enough for the 1st down as he falls. Wait a minute, I beg your pardon.
Well, it all depends.
No, I don't think he has it.
It all depends on the spot.
Ooh.
That's a horrible spot.
I don't, you know what? I think it's going to be a 4. We're going to check. We have a bad angle, but from what I'm looking at, it could come up just a wee bit short. This will give Coach Hart a chance to decide if it's that
Well, you
short.
got to go.
We'll
If it's short, you got to go 1st down.
That was horrible.
There's the spot. He got it. He got it. By the length
Thank
of the football.
goodness.
First down to the Boston
That was,
First and 10.
The opinions
Oh, my
expressed here
goodness.
you're listening to was not the opinions of WCTV, but the fans.
that's true. That's true. That is a fan yelling.
That's not anybody on our. That's nobody from our team.
And I don't know
yelling.
what that word means. What does that word mean?
I have no fanatic.
So you're on the 38-yard line. 8:20 to go in the game.
First and 10.
So 1st and 10 now. Hopkins calling signals. Hopkins back. There's a blitz up the middle. Picked up. Hopkins throws over the head of Daly, who split the defenders.
Well, what happened? They lost number 13.
Intended for Alex Daly. Incomplete.
And number 13 was wide open, Alex Daly, right up the middle of.
You know, John, that play there, we didn't see it, but at the end, Burke, the captain, hit Hopkins as he was throwing. Might have had
And that hurts.
just a little effect on that throw.
And you know what happens when that occurs? You start thinking as a quarterback, I got to release a little bit quicker, or I go with my feet.
There goes Hopkins, and he gets to the 40-yard
Got
line.
thrown
and
down.
he's thrown down. So it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Hopkins.
And about
the
7.
player.
And you had, that time I was watching number 60, Dylan Henry, one of the captains, the bruiser, picking up Sean Hopkins. Let's go back. We got another
Third
play.
and 8.
3rd down, 8 yards to go. We have 7 minutes, 42 seconds to go in the game.
You got to
20
get
to
at least,
14, Riverdale leads Westwood.
you got to get at least 6-7 yards here if you decide to go on 4th down.
Tell me you want it, Westwood. Let's go. Westwood, let's go.
Or do you punt?
Hopkins calling signals. Trips to the left. Blitz is picked up. Visage, and the ball is knocked away.
They had double team on Visage.
It wouldn't have been. It would have been enough for a first down.
They're punting.
Ball was knocked down at the 50, so Westwood will have to punt with 7 minutes and 13 seconds to go in the game.
4th and 8. Joe Kramer to punt for Westwood.
Kramer will attempt,
Kramer
I
next to
believe,
him.
his first punt, if I'm not
Yes,
mistaken.
in this game.
Return the punt.
Got to get a good punt,
Estevez is back.
as always.
This is dangerous for Westwood. Kick is a line drive kick, bouncing,
Leave it. Get away.
and it rolls to the 22-yard line, 23-yard line, 24-yard line.
Cuomo just takes the ball and gives it to the referee.
That was
All right.
that was a good kick because there was no return.
Possession.
So 1st and 10 for Riverdale.
First down.
7 minutes,
And
3
10
seconds to
yards
go in the
for
game.
first down. Ball at the 24-yard
Now, if
line.
you're Riverdale, you want one of those 7-minute drives, huh, John?
Sustaining drive, exactly.
You don't have to score. Just
No,
burn the
just
clock.
3, 4, 5 yards a clip. You want to have the ball. Minimize Westwood getting the ball. And if you get a score, well, that helps. This has been a great game between two outstanding teams.
They play some good games.
Oh, unbelievable. Usually it's a 1-point differential.
Estevez. He's on his feet. And he gets a first down as he gets across the 35-yard line. This now becomes the Estevez hour. This is where he takes the game over.
That was stopped by number 32, Larry.
Mr. Giordano.
Hopkins.
Ivy
And the
Giordano.
tackle.
And Hopkins was in the vicinity.
37-yard line. First down.
Let's go, D.
And you know they're taking time right now. Knowing DJ Nymphes, that's what he's doing right now. He's counting the clock. Okay, Mr. Estevez, when you're ready.
Here's your snap. Estevez is back, looks, throws to the out man, and the ball's dropped.
Estevez
Sirico,
has
he was looking upfield. He was looking to run.
Oh, yeah, because there was nobody guarding him at that point.
Pass is incomplete.
And the clock stops.
2nd and 10.
6:27 to go.
It's been a great one. Well, now we're going to go strong left.
Everybody goes left. Trips left. Malachi,
I could be a
Kasim.
power sweep.
Sirico.
Where's number 1? You got number 7 in the backfield, right? He's number 1.
There he is.
Oh, okay.
He's looking around
He's right
for
in
you,
front
huh?
of number 7. And he's got the ball.
Slips 1, slips 2, and falls forward. He should have been dropped for a 2-yard gain. He picked up 5.
Estevez. The
3rd down and 5.
carrier.
He was set up as the blocking back that time.
Hopkins.
That's why I didn't
And the
see him.
tackle.
This is a 3rd down's a big one here.
6-yard gain.
So you have 2 downs here?
3rd down and 4.
Keep the ball in Estevez's hands.
Ball at the
Without a doubt.
33-yard line.
Trying to get the fans in the game.
Let's go, D.
5:45 to go.
Estevez fakes, hits, and he's going to be, looks like he might be stopped at the 45-yard
You're
line.
correct. Oh, look at this. They're giving him a little bit ahead of the
Quarterback
45.
Estevez
Still
carrying
2 yards short.
He's going to be short 2-3 yards. Let's see what
tackle
Coach
line,
Nymphes does.
2 and
I
a
punt.
It's going to be 4th and long 1.
You got to punt.
4th down and 1 yard.
4th and 1.
Ball at the 46-yard line.
I punt.
He's going to punt.
Estevez goes back to punt.
Westwood doesn't believe it.
D-ball.
Westwood's in a base defense.
Ball.
No, I see.
Westwood does not believe they're going to punt.
Well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. And watch the bounce.
Bouncing,
Got to keep going.
and it rolls into the end zone. So Westwood will take over. First and 10, 4 minutes, 44 seconds to go. They'll have the ball on the 20-yard line. They trail Riverdale 20-14. You are watching WCTV, the all-volunteer group from the Township of Washington. That kid.
Oh, look at this young man, I guess. He's got a couple, or young lady. Nice little hairpiece.
So Westwood now has the ball. Hopkins crawls to the 23-yard line.
3 yards.
3 yards.
And a little
We
Clyde
are
down.
now in 4th down situation. There's going to be no punting for Westwood. We have 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the game.
How about a 4:25 run with the ball and score a touchdown and give the ball back to Riverdale with 3 seconds.
Hopkins back
A little rocket
out to
screen.
Daly, and Daly's dropped for a loss. Going to bring up a 3rd and 10. I tell you what, those inside screens, rocket screens, bubble
Or
screens,
bubble screen.
they are guarded more and defended more and more every week. You're very rarely you're going to catch a defense.
Well, everybody's up tight. You got like 10, 11 in the box.
3rd down and 7 yards to go. Hopkins calling signals. We're at the 3:40 mark. Hopkins gets the pitch. Throws downfield. He wants Daly. Daly has it across the 50-yard line.
32 yards on that pass play. Hopkins.
So Westwood now is in Riverdale territory. 1st and 10. The clock will start when the referee puts the ball in play. It starts 3 minutes, 27 seconds to go. Hopkins has them at the line, calling signals.
47 yards away from the promised land.
Hopkins back. Screen.
Ah,
Nicky Baez is dropped for a loss.
loss of about 3 yards.
Not a bad call. Great defense.
That
That defense played it perfectly because that was a nice call at that time.
That was Kyler. That was Murphy.
Kids played
Connor
some.
Murphy.
That kid has played some game.
34.
Second down, 14 yards to go. They're right in front of us at the 50. We have 2 minutes, 48 seconds to go. Hopkins calling plays. Hopkins back, has time, steps up, looks, throws, intercepted. Sirico has it, and Sirico brings it up to the 44-yard line, where Riverdale will have the ball. 1st and 10 with 2:35 to go. A big turnover and a great play by Mike Sirico, the outstanding wide receiver.
Brendan Downs made the saving tackle, or that could have gone the distance. So now 2:35 to go. Now, if you're Riverdale, you want maximum time with the ball.
Westwood's going to have to stop them and use all their timeouts to try to get the ball back. Riverdale's got to get a couple of 1st downs and they can go back home victorious. Let's see that replay.
As you can see, Hopkins, number 12, with the ball. He's looking, and there's your little. It was partially blocked that time, and that was Sirico.
Sirico with the interception.
Interception.
1st and 10. Estevez has.
It was partially blocked, Larry.
Estevez has. And dropped.
That was number 1, Joe Kramer.
And a timeout quickly by Westwood.
House call by Kramer.
Kramer hit him hard.
2 on the sack by Kramer. 2nd and 12.
See, if you're your runner, Larry, when you get hit like that, you worry about the next time. You make sure you see that number 1. Where is he?
So it's a 2nd down and 13 yards to go after that great play by Joe Kramer to drop Estevez for a loss. Estevez is calling signals. Fletcher's right in back of him. They run that option fairly well. Pitch back out to Sirico. He gets to the outside and stopped by Dell.
Right down.
Steve Rydell stopped him from turning the corner, and quickly Westwood calls a timeout It'll be
Tackle
3rd and
by
11.
number 15, Stephen Rydell.
Rydell made a great play.
Oh, absolutely. A
Timeout again
shoestring
taken by
tackle.
Westwood.
You know what? He could have hurt his arm earlier in the game.
Well, he was fully extended that time.
Here he is. Made a great play, and I think he's.
Yeah, he's
I think
fine.
he's nicked.
He's fine.
Yeah, he's all right. They're young.
Young and debonair.
He's a good ball player. Outstanding ball player.
Look at
Yeah, wild bird down there.
I still like the battle, and they had the shooting. Both of them went down. Nymphia says, look, you got him exactly where you want him.
Yeah, 3rd and long.
3rd and long. Just run as much as you can. Get me a first down. No practice tomorrow.
Yeah. Westwood's got to come back Thursday. Now we'll play Dumont. That's a very short week.
You're right.
Okay, we got 3rd down. 11 yards to go. Estevez looking, throws downfield. And it's
Overthrown.
incomplete.
And the clock stops.
And the clock stops, and Westwood does not have to use a timeout. They have one in the pocket.
No timeout. See, that's the only problem when you pass the ball. It's not completed.
Now Westwood has a timeout. Let's see if that timeout becomes important with 2:13 to go. Visage is dropped back.
Estevez back to punt.
Is that golden hands back there?
Ryan
That's
Visage.
hands back there.
I
Snap comes back
promoted him.
nice. Kramer tried to block it. The ball's going to be a little short on a bounce. And it will go. Now it rolls forward for
And back.
Riverdale and will go at the 10-yard line
Estevez
where
back in
Riverdale
front is down.
lets the ball roll with 1 minute, 58 seconds away. Westwood is 80 yards away from tying the
90,
score. 90 yards away, I beg your pardon, with just one timeout left.
It'll be 1st and 10
And they're all yelling that the clock is moving.
at their own 10-yard line.
The clock's moving. A lot of...
The ref on the field's got the time. The clock sometimes just gets away from you.
And back to 158. The clock was running,
There you go.
but it was
158.
running. 158. Oh, 2:10.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
All right.
We have 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go.
And they
Westwood
have
is
one
90
timeout left.
10
90 yards
seconds
away.
remaining in the game. 2-10. 1st and 10 for the Cardinals.
Hopkins is going to run.
Go out of bounds. Go out of
Runs out of
bounds.
bounds after a first down.
He did a nice
Ball
dance step
carried
past number 3.
Sean Hopkins.
So
About
Hopkins
Brunjan.
Out of bounds.
runs out of bounds with 2:02 to
First
go.
down on the carry by Hopkins.
The ball is on the 23-yard line. What a game these two kids teams have put on today.
77 yards from the promised land.
1st and 10.
First down, 10 yards to go. Hopkins calling signals.
Two great quarterbacks going head to head.
This is true. They played well.
Inside guys are on. Inside guys are on.
Hopkins has time. Hopkins looking. Hopkins looking.
He's going to...
Throws. Has Karubia. And Karubia is knocked down. I believe he picked up a first down.
Let's see where the spot is. Up,
Complete to number 10. Anthony
short for a little bit.
Carubia.
Maybe a yard and a half away for a first down.
Right now by Jack.
Let's see. What's the spot going to be?
What are they doing here? Wait a second.
I don't know.
I bet there is.
I didn't see the
Flag
flag.
on the play.
They called illegal formation on Westwood. I didn't see the flag, so I apologize.
Likewise.
Against the Cardinals on the preceding play.
So it's
5-yard
first
penalty.
and 15
First and 15.
with 1:44 to go.
A long 15.
Hopkins lays it up. Incomplete, intended for Kramer as he crosses the 40-yard line.
Hopkins has.
He needed another step to make that reception.
Pass is incomplete.
Second down and 15.
Second down and 15.
You know, Larry, you got to try to get at least half on this situation so you get a third and manageable. A little down and out.
You got to get the first down.
That's right.
I remember Brett Favre saying in situations like this, just move the chains.
Yeah.
Keep moving those chains.
Everything else
you got
will
a long
come.
way to go here for first down. Hopkins calling signals.
A key penalty. Oh, first down and one!
On the sideline.
Could go
He's at
all the
50.
way!
He's at the 40.
Oh, what a
He's at the
great
30.
block!
He's at the 20. 10, 5,
Touchdown!
10.
Touchdown!
Touchdown!
77 yards!
Kramer, 77 yards. Caught the pass and outran the defenders. And we're tied with 1:17 to go.
Only an extra point to take the lead. 77 yards! Oh my God! It always happened between these two teams. Last year, 28 yards. Let's go to the extra point.
Here's a big extra point by Constantine. Hopkins will hold. It is quiet.
Oh.
Bad snap! And we're tied.
Conversion attempt is fumbled.
So with 1 minute, 17 seconds to go, we are all tied here at Westwood between Riverdale and Washington and Westwood. You are watching WCTV, the all-volunteer group from the Township of Washington. Now you have to remember, this is David Estevez and there's 1:17 to go. You know, a field goal wins this game. Burke will have. And Burke will get to the 30-yard line with 1:12 to go. Now, David Estevez has pulled out 2 games already.
And I don't think they have many timeouts. So Westwood could get a possibility. They have one, I think, Westwood, right?
Westwood has
First and 10 for the Golden Hawks.
Westwood has 1, and I don't know. I think they have at least 2. Riverdale. So he has timeouts. He's got a minute and 12 seconds. Nifty has. That's plenty of time to score a touchdown. Plenty of time to get in for a
And
field
even
goal
have a
down.
cup of coffee.
Absolutely. 2020.
72 ticks on that beautiful clock.
Estevez is back. He's looking. He's got time. Stepping up. Throws. Knocked away by Rydell.
Number 15, Steve Rydell. How about an interception then?
Broken up by Steven Rydell.
Only 5 clicks on the clock. It's 111, 106,
106 left.
66 seconds. Do we have OT? Do we have a miracle play?
Do we have strength to finish this game?
No.
Those people
camera
upstairs.
people.
We got people upstairs that are ready
We
to
got to
pass
buy
out.
more than a couple of pizzas.
Estevez is back. Has time. Rushed out of the pocket. Looks, throws. Has his man. Racine knocked down at the 43-yard line. Up for a
It
first
could be a
down.
first down.
56 seconds to go.
And they stopped the clock.
Sack for Wobo.
The clock stopped as they pulled
First
the
down
chain.
completion. First and 10.
And the clock starts, right.
Ball at the 43-yard line. First and 10.
Estevez, he has time. Now he wants to run. Taken down by Borgensen as he crosses the 50-yard line. Timeout by Riverdale.
That's why his nickname is Smack. Will Smack Borgeson stops
Gain of 6.
number 1.
I tell you what, they got themselves a game here.
42.9. unbelievable. I think these two teams should play 2 or 3 games each year.
You know, the sad part is Riverdale is a 3 and Westwood's a 2. They'll see each other next year at this time of year from now at Riverdale.
And usually, like last year, they were both at MetLife Stadium.
They both went to
One
MetLife
before.
Stadium. Riverdale was successful. They won the championship. Westwood came within a couple of minutes of winning that championship.
What a game. I think everybody's tired right now. I'm watching. Nobody's talking, except you and I.
That even Joe Hausman over there.
Joe Hausman can't believe it.
The voice of the Jamboree and Fairlawn laughing over there.
He shows up, and here we are. He says, "What are you guys doing here?"
We live here. Second down, 5 yards to go, 42.9 seconds.
He got
Estevez.
trips to the side there. It looks like only 2.
Estevez is back. Estevez throws, has his man on an out. Covered by Giordano. That's Racine. Inside the 40. They're getting closer and closer
I
and closer.
believe they have a field goal kicker. I believe they have a field goal kicker.
Gillies, he's going. It may come down to him.
37.8 clicks.
Behringer's out to the right. Everybody else is to the left.
Pump and go. Oh, look at the room.
Estevez is going to run for it.
Oh, he's got a lot
he
of
has the
room.
whole left side. Breaks one. And whistle and
There's
flag.
the penalty right there. Number 8. Looks like
Whoa.
a hole.
Ah, man, flags came flying all over at the 20-yard line with 37 seconds left.
A big penalty against, we care who made it, but it's against Riverdale.
Let's see. Let's sort that all out.
You know what he's doing. Reset the clock. Clock didn't even run. Hey, you gotta reset the clock. No time off.
Let's get the call first.
We're going to get the call here. Holding against Riverdale.
Blocking the back indicated.
Blocking the back.
Golden Hawks.
The ball is on
Everybody's going
the
nuts.
37-yard line. They're going to call holding. And they're going to fix the clock again.
26 seconds on the clock. Everybody got to relax.
The clock will be fixed.
Blocking the back indicated.
Everything.
The clock will be fixed.
First down.
And I believe it is. Clock is running.
Additional first down.
20 seconds to go. Ball is snapped, bobbled. Estevez calmly picks it up. Bounces around. Goes by 1. Goes by 2. Falls to the 20-yard line. 11 seconds.
Why's it stop? Why's the clock stop?
First down, picked up on the carry.
Why's the clock stop?
It's a first down. 11.2 seconds to go. The ball is on the 20-yard line. This would be a 37-yard field goal from here. I told you, when the ball's in Estevez's hand and a minute and 17 seconds and a couple of
Do they have a
timeouts.
timeout?
They just took their next time out.
So what I would do is have a play here,
Timeout
get some
taken by
yardage, give it to
Riverdale.
Estevez, and then kick a field goal for the win.
Have Estevez run around? You don't
Yeah,
want to run
yeah.
around too much, though.
No. If not, then you put a knee down. You go forward. You don't want to lose any yards. And there's a good wind going from left to right.
That's if you have, I don't know how many timeouts they have left.
I say, can't be too many. One,
don't know.
maybe? What a game.
I think they got one more timeout.
That's what I would say.
All he's got to do is watch the guard in the center box and it's right in front of his face.
This I think everybody needed this timeout to relax. Fans, football players, refs.
If this goes to overtime, we all need 10 minutes.
Yeah. All right, big play.
Here we go, 11.2 seconds to go. Estevez calling signals. They pick up 10 yards or more, they'll be in great shape for a field goal. They can't go for the touchdown. Estevez rolls to his right, to his left. Looking. Out of bounds.
Incomplete.
With 5 seconds to go, they're going to try the field goal to win the game.
It's got to be a long one, though.
It's going to be, I believe if my number is right, it'll be 37 yards, I believe. Let's see where they're going to put the ball down. Put the ball down on the
Right on the 20. Looks like the 20. 20, 30, 30.
41 yards.
30, no, 30,
26, 36.
36, 37 yards.
It's going to be 36, 7, 30. This will be for the game. 5 seconds to go, and a timeout by Westwood to let Chili's think about it.
Westwood High School, that is their
Well,
third and final.
before he kicks it, it might be the end. We want to thank everybody for putting this, helping. What a terrific game. 2020 with 5.0 seconds to go. Want to thank DJ Nymphius of Riverdale for all the assistance he's given us. He gave us great information here and helped us tremendously. Thank you so very much. And the AD there, Dennis Nelson. There's Lou Serbio on the camera.
Great job.
Great
up
job,
top.
Lou. You survived the heat up there. Oh, you're chilly, huh?
Oh, he's cold.
Nick is on the bottom.
And Ida's
up there.
Yeah, she's back after she drank enough water. Great shot by our crew.
There's Ida.
There's Ida. Ida's cleaning people.
Nick is all the way to the left.
Well,
here we go. This is for the game.
36 yards official. 36
Malachi
yards.
will hold.
Oh, there's motion. Motion. Got to go 5 yards back.
No, they're not. They called against
no!
Westwood.
Oh, no.
This play is going against Westwood.
Encroachment.
So they'll move the ball 5 yards closer. That's got to help.
Oh, no. No.
Ball is at the 15-yard line.
So now the ball is going to be on the
20. How can that be?
22. 32 yards. Gillies looks. Snap. Kick. Up. High enough. Deep enough. It is good. And the game ends on a field goal. 32 yards by Gillies. And Riverdale comes back with 1:17 left on the clock to kick a field goal and defeat Westwood 23-20. A tough loss for Westwood. A great come-from-behind win by Riverdale. And the 5 yards was important,
It
John.
wouldn't have been over without the 5 yards. It just barely got over the crossbar.
It made the crossbar and an exciting, great game.
And everybody should shake you. These two teams, what a game they played.
What a game here. What a game. Both
How
teams,
about these two teams? They don't know how to win by a lot of points here. Both
They
teams.
played great, and both teams, I believe, will be seen in the playoffs. They played great. Both teams, outstanding.
5 yard penalty was the key factor.
Was big.
We would have been able to see overtime, but a game ends. Two outstanding teams. Good luck to both of them.
Good luck.
In up-and-coming
And I
games.
think we'll see the both of them in the playoffs as they move forward into October and play their October-November schedule. So I want to thank everybody. We thank DJ Nymphius and Dennis Nelson of Riverdale. Always helps us over the years. Thank you so very much to Westwood, of course. Dennis Hurd, the coach for Westwood. Dan Vivino, the AD. And for the entire gang at WCTV, Ricky Wachicki is standing next to me with the doing the directing. We saw Ida and we saw Lul. Nick is to our right. So we hope you enjoy. You didn't enjoy this game. There's not much we can do to give you a better one. Final score here on the last second kick by Riverdale's Gillies. Riverdale 23, Westwood 20.
You know, Larry, the 5 yard penalty. Was it a right call? Probably was. It made the difference.
They'll be
on the
discussing
field
that
goal. They will look
the
at
next
that
day.
just to make sure. But the game is official. 23-20. Both teams move on, and they'll be in the playoffs down the road.
Again, there's your score. We hope you enjoyed it. Watch us on our website for our next game that we'll be covering. For everyone here at WCTV, John Francola, Larry Ferry saying we hope you enjoyed the game. Thank you, and good night, everybody.